You know, it's been said by these killer clowns that they're looking to destroy every single part of this world. We saw a couple of weeks ago how they invaded a cinema in a movie theater as well. We talked about how the fact that they were going to invade schools, and that's exactly what happened when a killer clown was seen walking around the hallways inside a school. And now we got a report, according to somebody with the name of John, that a killer clown invaded his house, and that's what Booba the Clown vowed just a couple of weeks ago. Booba the Clown, along with his killer clown posse, were actually saying, they were promising that they were going to invade all the houses out there. Well, looks like we got a little taste of that according to John's story. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take you to the interview with John, as he, of course, unveiled his story dealing with a killer clown invasion earlier today. So again, we got a chance to talk to somebody by the name of John on social media. He was talking about the fact that he, of course, encountered a killer clown inside his house. Can you believe that? A killer clown inside his house. So we got a chance to DM him. We asked him the question, we understand that killer clown invaded your house? Please walk us through it to kick off the interview. He replied back saying, so me and my wife were getting ready for bed until we kept hearing something downstairs. We kind of were shook and rattled by the noise, so I grabbed my baseball bat and went downstairs in the dark. I turned on the lights, and in my living room was a big-sized killer clown. He stared at me, and I stared back. It was very, very creepy. I grabbed my bat immediately, and I went at him, but he grabbed it and blocked. He pushed me to the floor and grabbed a few things, but then left. Before he left, he said, quote, "The purge is coming," and ran off. Of course, I would then ask the question, were you injured? How about your wife? Is she fine? Was there any damage? Of course, he replied back saying, thankfully, that push didn't hurt me much. What hurt me was the mental scar, seeing that clown in my own house and in my living room. My wife was fine, by the way. She called the cops and everything. As for any property damage, thankfully, no. He didn't take anything or destroy anything. But it's scary to think what he was doing there in the first place. If he didn't steal anything or break blank, what was he doing there in the first place? Of course, I would reply back saying, that's a very good question. Then asked, you mentioned your wife calling the cops. What did the cops do? He replied back saying, they came in and searched around the house. We gave them our statements, and that's all there was to it. They told us to calm down and that if anything suspicious happens, then we can call right back. Honestly, man, this entire thing shook me, I'm not gonna lie. I hope the cops can get here quicker too, because anything could have happened. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but yikes, if this keeps up, then I don't know what is going to happen. I then said, what extra precautions are you going to take to assure that this will undoubtedly happen again? Of course, he replied back saying, first off, I'm buying myself an alarm detector. You know what I mean? That's something I'm for sure going to buy, and that way it will alarm us to see if any intruders are there, if there are any intruders. And secondly, before going to bed or whatever, I'm going to make sure all doors are locked. I'm not playing when I say this. What happens to us was frightening, and it's creepy as heck. I'm never going to forget what happened. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but still, it was frightening. I then replied back saying, now, are you aware of the purge that is supposedly going to happen on Sunday? He replied back saying, yes, I am very aware. I saw some post on Facebook that said everyone should stay on alert on the 31st because these clowns are wanting to purge and all that blank. Bro, let me explain to you this. These clowns are nothing. Sure, they gave me a spook when I intruded my house, but in physical combat, these guys won't do much. They can't fight to save their lives. They can only scare, and that's it. But they can't fight. They are a bunch of wimps, and I'm getting sick and tired of them trying to scare people when they should be scared. Of course, I asked the question, do you have any plans on Sunday? What are you planning on doing if you come across a killer clown? He replied back saying, me and my wife still like to party. We aren't old. We are in our mid-30s and like to hang with friends still. So yeah, Sunday we are going to go to a few parties with other buddies. But I promise you, if I see any of those freaks, then they're going to catch these hands, bro. I ain't playing when I say this. these guys are going to see what it's like to get knocked the heck out. These killer clowns want to keep playing. They will see what will get them. I replied back saying, and asking, will you bring any weapons? He replied back saying, oh yes, you best believe I will. I won't bring any knives or anything crazy like that, but I will bring my bat just in case if any of them want to play, and I'll give them something to play with, I promise you that. That I'm not going to lie to you. I will destroy them if I need to, and if they want to come in groups, then I have no problem beating them in groups. You best believe I'm going to be swinging if I see any of those killer clowns on that night, because I ain't going to back down from anybody. I promise you that, bro. Of course, the next question being, now, are you aware of the possible danger that could come your way on Sunday? He replied back saying, well, I'm aware all right, which is why my friends said they will. Have my back if anything too. See, I'm not alone in this. My friends are going to fight back too if they need to. These killer clowns like to be in groups, so how about these guys fight us like men? I bet these cowards would want to gang up on people who are alone. Now, these guys shouldn't be doing this. If they want to fight, then have them fight. I ain't going to be scared of fighting groups anyways. The point is, I'm not afraid of these guys. These guys think we are going to be scared of these clowns, but no, we aren't. I'm aware of the danger, yes, but they better be aware of us as well. We replied back by saying, with that being said, do you think these killer clowns are going to stop any time soon? He replied back, yeah, they will. They better stop, because if not, then I'm going to start kicking their blanks. I promise you that. They better stop now, because they all are going to end up getting hurt. Because they will for sure get their rear ends kicked. So they better stop, because if that happens, then they are all going to be buried in the ground. And finally, for the final time, I said, to that I asked, finally, what's your final message to these killer clowns? He replied back saying, final message to stop. I see how they want to invade houses and cause destruction. Now, homie, it doesn't work that way. Life isn't like that, and it's not a game. We all sometimes get angry about this, but not to the point where we all are going to purge things. Heck no, it doesn't work that way. So I'm going to tell them this, and I hope they get this warning. If they don't want to listen to the warning, they are going to mess up big time. Well, what a loaded interview coming from a man named John, who, by the way, you got to understand his perspective due to the fact that him and his wife were getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden they hear noises, they go downstairs, and they see a killer clown invading their own homes. And this is exactly what Booba the Clown warned everyone just a couple of days ago and a few interviews ago. He claimed that eventually all the killer clowns are going to start invading and raiding houses, if you guys recall. So this is exactly what the killer clowns are looking to do. They want to put all this into fruition. They want to make sure that every single killer clown out there not only invade stores and not only, of course, purge the streets, but they want to invade houses. And John took it upon himself to share his story with us on social media. What I do respect about John here is the fact that this man told us that he's not afraid, that it doesn't matter that a killer clown invaded him. It's not going to let him deter him to have fun on Sunday with his friends and his wife, to go into parties and have a great time on Sunday, on Halloween night. So it looks like John and a lot of different people out there are probably not afraid of these killer clowns. But again, ladies and gentlemen, it's still not necessarily safe to go out in the streets alone on Sunday. If you're going to be on Halloween, if you're going to be trick-or-treating, or if you're going to be in a party or whatever, again, it's best to be in groups, never go out alone, because that's when the killer clowns are at their strongest. And John talked about it in the messages for the record, how these killer clowns love to be in groups, how they're not going to fight one-on-one, because chances are these killer clowns are going to lose due to the fact that they're so weak. And it's true. John is telling the truth here. John believes that these killer clowns would surround you, and that's exactly what they're all about. They want to fight in groups, hence the reason why it's best for you not to be alone on Sunday. Well, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us here, part of the Gaming Weekly. We're going to get set for what's going to be happening on Sunday. The time is indeed ticking. Not just that, but also the fact that it's put up or shut up time. Will the killer clowns indeed put this entire thing into fruition? Will they purge the world? Or will it actually be another lie? Will it actually be another facade? Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe. We will see you next time with more videos concerning the killer clowns. We're getting really into the nuts and bolts of things and what's going to be happening on Sunday. It really is this coming Sunday. It will be shocking indeed. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Have a good night.